What is up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live top of this upcoming DraftKings NBA slate. So we have a huge, basically 9-gamer. And before we begin, hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That helps me a ton, as y'all know. And then presenting sponsor today is Simbull, so definitely go check them out. It's basically a site where you can go trade for teams. So if you want to go to NBA, MLB, NFL, so on and so forth, go check them out. It's like stocks, but for teams. So be sure to check them out. Starting with Toronto and Boston. So the point of this slate and the slates before the All-Star break is there's going to be guys going out. There's going to be basically minutes restricted. There's going to be a whole bunch of other things. It's going to be like preseason, but it's not at the same time, if that makes sense. So I'm playing this like it's preseason. I'm basically playing guys who are going to get minutes. I'm playing guys who are going to benefit from injuries. That's how you need to view this slate. If you go check out the Discord, that's where I was explaining it. Basically, to the other guys, it's basically preseason 2.0. So let's start with Toronto and Boston. So on the Boston side of the ball, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kemba Walker, all this priced reasonably. There's not really one that stands out to me. Robert Williams is going to see his minutes. He's a point per minute sort of guy. If you want to get to some of him, Tristan Thompson, I mean, he's good off the bench if he does get the bench start. But if he does start, I don't mind getting a shot at him at 4,500. On the Toronto side of the ball, no Van Fleet, no Siakam, no OG, no McGaw, no Flynn. So boost up your normal guys like Lowry, like Powell, like Boucher. I'm more trending towards getting to Kyle Lowry. I don't think Norman Powell shoots the ball like that, like he did the other game. So be careful with Norman Powell. Chris Boucher, he's a point per minute sort of guy. So if he gets the minutes, he's going to get you there at 6'6". I don't mind that. I'm not getting to any of these guys over here like Baines, like Bembry, like Davis. They're not really for me. Clippers and Washington. So on the Clippers side of the ball, Kawhi Leonard's questionable. If he's officially out, that will boost up Paul George. That will boost up Reggie Jackson a ton. I do love me some Reggie Jackson at 3.9. I like me some Lou Will at 5.3. No Marcus Morris Sr. possibly, so I could kind of boost up Batum to see additional minutes, so you can certainly get to him. On the Washington side of the ball, we have Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal. I'd much rather get the Westbrook over Beal. He's in the peripheral stats. All these other guys are hard to get to based on the minutes they're playing. They're all hovering around 20 minutes each. I'm not getting into any of them. I will be honest with you. I'm not getting into any of them. Detroit and New York. Let's start with Detroit. So Jeremiah Grant, big news is he's questionable. I've seen that the Celtics have interest in him. So that'll be interesting if he goes to the Celtics. Very interesting. But anyways, back to the slate. Jeremiah Grant, if he is out once again, we can go to Sadiq Bey. We can go to DSJ. We can get you some Wayne Ellington and Steve at 3-1. I don't mind taking a shot at him. So this is the value plays that I definitely do like is Detroit. I know it's against New York, but the matchup is sort of scary, but they can certainly get you there based on the minutes they're playing. Somebody's got to score the ball. Somebody's got to get you the peripheral stats. It's going to be one of those guys. I don't mind any of them. The one guy I'm probably not too high on is Mason Plumlee, who I think is going to get in foul trouble going against Julius Randle and Nerlens Noel. So I would stay away from him. On the New York side, Julius Randle 9.6. He's in the smash spot, going to get you all of Julius Randle. RJ Barrett 6,000. I don't mind taking a shot at him. Derrick Rose is questionable. Alf Payton's questionable. If they're both officially out, that could be quickly time. That could be Frank Ntilikina, so they could get additional minutes. Taj Gibson's questionable, so that could basically boost up a little bit of Alec Burks and Reggie Bullock. But I don't mind taking a shot at Noel at 5'6". He's in a good matchup. You can certainly get to him. Denver and Indiana. So let's start with Denver. Jokic, great matchup. Definitely in play. Jamal Murray, he's been on a hot streak. You can get to him. I'm not getting to much of MPJ, Barton, or Morris. I'd much rather get to PJ Dozier with Campazzo out. He's seeing additional minutes, so there's a value play that we definitely do like. On the Indiana side of the ball, looking at Sabonis up top, 9.8. That's a little higher price in my opinion. Malcolm Brogdon's in just a matchup to me. I'm not really getting to much of him. TJ McConnell, don't chase that game. It's an outstanding game, I know, but don't chase it. There's no way he's going to do that once again. So I'm not on him at all. There's not a lot of guys I want on this Pacers team based on this matchup. Milwaukee and Memphis. Let's look at Milwaukee. Giannis, great matchup, 11,000, easily top pay up option for sure. Chris Middleton, not really for me. 8-4. Holidays just hasn't been himself since that injury. I'm not really getting, or injury / COVID. I'm not really getting to him. DiVincenzo, not at 5-1. Portis, not at 4-7. There's not a lot I want other than just Giannis and maybe some Connaughton if you really need to dig deep for value. How much other go elsewhere? Memphis side. So Morant, Joe Bell definitely in play tournaments. Kyle Anderson takes away from Winslow and Bain now since he's back. I don't mind getting to some Melton though at 4-7. He's a value play I like. I like Brandon Clark at 5-3. He can certainly get you there. Like I said, not much of Winslow or Desmond Bain really with Kyle Anderson back. Miami and New Orleans. Great game overall. I love this game a ton. Let's start with Miami. Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, both questionable. If they're both officially out, this will boost up this whole entire team. I'll love me some Tyler Hero. I'll love me some Kendrick Nunn. Give me Olynyk and give me Precious Achiuwa for the value if both those guys are out. If Bam's out and Jimmy Butler's in, only Olynyk and Achiuwa. If Butler's out and Bam is in, then give me some Nunn and give me some of possibly Goran Dragic. Certainly. But I know how inconsistent he has been. So, but this is the value team that you want to get to if one of those guys are out, which I'm hoping they will be, so that could open up some value. New Orleans side, not much alike. Just maybe some Zion at 9-3. He's been looking good in the peripheral stats. Vernon Ingram's not a bad price. Lonzo Ball and Bledsoe still splitting time. Herman Gomez, if you want to go dig deep for a value, he's taking minutes away from Steven Adams, so you can certainly get to him as a value play if you really want to dig deep. Moving on to the next game, OKC and the Spurs. So let's start with the OKC side of the ball. SGA 9,000, not really for me. That's a high price. Horford, I don't like the matchup for him. Roby, not really for me at 5-4. Maladon, I still continue to get the Maladon at 4-9. I don't mind that price tag for him. And Dort, but he's way too inconsistent. It's just Maladon for me. On the Spurs, DeRozan and Murray, definitely safe plays. I like both of those guys. Pirtle, if there's no Aldridge. Keldon Johnson being back kind of takes away from Lonnie Walker and Patty Mills. I don't mind me some Trey Lyles, though, at 4-3 as a value play if there's still no LaMarcus Aldridge. Kings and Portland, great matchup overall. This is going to be a high-paced matchup by far. Let's look at the Kings. De'Aaron Fox definitely in play at 8-9. Harrison Barnes is seeing his additional minutes with no Halliburton, Bagley. Holmes, I would much rather get to Bagley. And Bjelica, if he's continuing getting these sort of minutes, I don't mind him at 4,000 as a value play. Portland, give me Dame Lillard easily in the bad spot matchup. This matchup is great for him. I love me some Enes Kanter at 7-4 in this matchup. Rocco is finally seeing his minutes trend upward as his play is looking good. I like him at 5-9. And I'm not really getting to Gary Trent or Jones or Anthony. Not really for me. Golden State and Phoenix, this is pretty much a straightforward game. I don't like this game. I'm going to be honest with you all. This is just not really a game I want a lot of pieces of, only if there's a few guys out. Golden State, I only want Kent Bazemore if there's no Oubre. Draymond Green, not really a bad option. Steph Curry, I can't get to him other than GPPs. On the Phoenix side, we know how Booker and Chris Paul are. They're safe options. I'd much rather get to Chris Paul, though, based on his recent play. Devin Booker, not really for me. DeAndre Ayton's in a good matchup, but can he do it? We don't know for sure. Darius Sarge is closing out now over him, so I don't mind him at 3-9. He's certainly a value play. So that pretty much wraps the slate up for us. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's been a ton, as y'all know. Have a great and safe rest of your day. Have a good one, everybody.